is Ben. One day, Ben came home, slammed the door open, and barged into the house. He shouted, "I'm not a math person." It was the first thing he said to his parents. No hugs, no kisses, not even a hello. "Hello, Ben," said his mom. "Nice to see you, too. Want to tell us what happened at school?" "No," Ben whispered. "Let me guess," said his mom. "You got your math quiz back and didn't like the grades you got." "I failed," said Ben. "I'm just not a math person." "You look frustrated that you didn't do good on the test. You're learning something new, and that takes time. Did you do your best?" his dad asked. "I don't know. I went through the test real fast because the questions were hard. I don't think I'm good at math." Ben's mom and dad sat with him on the couch. "Maybe you can't do some of the math problems yet," said his mom, "but if you work hard at it, you'll be able to do it," said his dad. "It just takes a little time and practice." Ben thought for a moment. "Do you think we can practice a few problems a day after school?" "Of course," said his mom. "We'll work together so you can do better on the quiz for next week," said his dad. Ben hugged his parents and felt better, knowing that he was going to have help. I feel Ben's pain. Math was not my strongest suit in school. And to be honest, there are still some things about math that I find really confusing. I used to have to go to tutoring when I was little. I got embarrassed about it a lot because I felt like I was dumb or too stupid to do things in math class. But there's nothing wrong with getting extra help. And sometimes we need it. There's nothing wrong with going to tutoring. There's nothing wrong with getting help online. And there's nothing wrong with getting some stuff from the library on a subject that we may not be good at in school. Some things require extra practice. And remember, guys, no one is born good at something. You have to practice and work at it. So, if math is not your strongest suit and you would like some help, the library has kind of got you covered. Here are some reading recommendations for those who would like some help with math. So, the first book is Perimeter, Area, and Volume, a monster book of dimensions by David A. Adler. Now, if you work in this book, you will be working with some monsters to figure out perimeter, area, and volume. And that might include helping some monsters out at a movie theater and figuring out some stuff with a popcorn box. So, this book is kind of fun. It's short, it's simple, and it's got some really cool pictures in it too, and that helps. If you want to be a little dangerous, you could check out the Book of Perfectly Perilous Math. Now, this book has a lot of challenges that you can do to help sharpen your math skills, like the rope bridge. Now, with the rope bridge, you need to help some kids cross a bridge to get away from zombies. Now, this book has things called workspaces in it, like this, but the librarians, we do ask that you do not do your math in library books. Get some scrap paper. If you are struggling with fractions, you might want to try Fabulous Fractions, games and activities that make math easy and fun. Now, with this book, you're going to need some materials to do the activities, but they're very hands-on, and some of them are actually kind of cool. So, you might want to try that. Now, if you are looking for an excuse to stay up late because you need to work on your math a little bit, you could check out Bedtime Math. So Bedtime Math has some fun exercises in it, like this. And the great thing about this book is that it has different levels. So you've got wee ones for little kids for little kids, and big kids for big kids. And the great thing about having these levels in it is you can start out wherever you want. So you can start out in the wee ones level and slowly work your way up to the big kids level. And just like some other of these books, these challenges are short and they've got some cool pictures in it. Now, if you want something ooky, spooky, you might want to go with Mystery Math. In Mystery Math, you'll be using algebra to get through an ooky, spooky little graveyard. So there's things to do with bats, with monsters. So this one looks pretty cool. It's also by the guy who did this one. So you can get both of these, work on your algebra, work on your perimeter stuff. If you are feeling a little hungry while tackling your math homework, you might want to check out Eat Your Math Homework. Yeah, that's right, Eat Your Math Homework. Now this one is really cool because it has stuff for food. You can do math while making some snacks, like making Fibonacci snack sticks, so you can go through the Fibonacci sequence, and you can do some fraction chips. So, good for after school snack time, this book is. And then, this is one of my favorite series of school subject books that we have at the library, the Everything You Need to Ace books. And this one is Everything You Need to Ace Math in one big notebook. What I like about this is that it actually looks like a notebook. And again, this has workspaces in it. Please don't do your math in the library books. Do them on a scrap of paper. So, it has different stuff for you to work on. And it also has stuff for you to check your knowledge. And so I really like these. I think these are really great. They're fun. And it just looks a bit laid back. You know, it's a paperback book. Looks like a notebook. It's not that scary. And if you just want to look for more math books, the math books are typically in 510, and that goes to 510 to about 513. It's right before the space books in the nonfiction section. Let's talk about mistakes. Mistakes stink, and making a mistake can make us feel unhappy, and we can get upset. When you make a mistake, you can feel like you failed on an epic scale, and that you're just no good. It's easy to throw a fit and give up when we make a mistake. But what we really need to do in that moment, when we're feeling all upset or angry, is to take a breath and ask ourselves 3 things. Number 1, what went wrong? Number 2, what could I do better next time? And 3, what did I learn from this? Because we learn from our mistakes. Each mistake we make is a lesson on how to do better in the future. Like, maybe we need to learn to slow down when we take tests, or maybe we need to learn that we just have to practice stuff more. And sometimes frustration over mistakes come from things we can and can't control. So I can't control my inability to get math like that. But I can control the amount of times I practice math equations so that I can get better. Let's play a game. For this, you're going to need to grab a piece of paper and a pen. So I'm going to tell you things that you either can or can't control. And I want you to write down whether you think you can control a thing or not. So pause this video real quick, grab some paper, grab a pencil or pen or a marker or a crayon, whatever you need, and then come right back. Okay, first one, the weather. Write down if you think you can or cannot control the weather. As much as a lot of us wish we could, we cannot control the weather. That is a force all on its own. You ready for the next one? Great. Can you or can you not control being kind to someone? You can. Being kind to someone is something that you can control. Now, it can be super hard sometimes, but it's something you can do. Here's the next one. What others think about you. Can you or can you not control what others think about you? This is something you cannot control. No matter what you do, someone's going to have an opinion about you. And you can't control how someone is going to receive the things you say or do. But like before, we can control being kind to someone. And being kind always helps. Here's the last one. Can you or can you not control loving who you are? This is something you can control. This is also pretty hard because there are a lot of outside things that may say that you're not good enough or smart enough or pretty enough. The hard thing to do is to shut all of those things that are telling you that out. The best way to combat those thoughts is to be kind to yourself and to try and encourage yourself. And that may come in the form of not beating yourself up when you make a mistake. So remember, guys, mistakes are not the end of the world. They're just lessons that you can learn to help you do better next time. Always be kind to yourself. And if you ever need us, the library has math books. They're located between 510 and 513. Bye, guys.